Good morning, children. Hope you all are fit and healthy. So today we are going to start with a new chapter of geography. Chapter number 6, Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. In the last few chapters, we have studied about the abiotic components or the physical components of the environment, that is land, water and air. Besides these, we have got some biotic components in the environment, that is plants and animals. So children, today we will study about different types of plants which grow naturally in different parts of the world and the animals that thrive on them. Now children, let us first of all study about what is natural vegetation and what is wildlife. So, what is natural vegetation? Natural vegetation refers to different plants like shrubs, herbs, trees, etc. that grows naturally in an area. And what is wildlife? Wildlife refers to different animals that are found in that particular area. So, when we talk about the factors on which the natural vegetation depends upon, so what are the various factors on which natural vegetation depends? They are climate, topography, soil. Temperature and rainfall are also the factors which affect the natural vegetation of a particular place. The type and thickness of natural vegetation varies from place to place because of variations in all these factors. Natural vegetation is classified under three broad categories. What are those categories? Forests, grasslands and shrubs. Now children, we will study about different types of forests. Forests can be classified into different types. Tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, temperate evergreen forest, temperate deciduous forest, Mediterranean vegetation and coniferous forests. We will study about each and every type of forest in detail.
We will study about forests and different types of forests. Forests are a close formation of trees growing together at a particular place. A true forest is one in which the trees grow so close to one another that their canopies touch. The forests of the world are broadly classified into 6 types. Let us study about tropical evergreen forest. These forests are also called tropical rainforests. These forests are found in the Amazon basin in South America, Congo basin in Africa, and in Southeast Asian countries. These areas experience a hot and humid climate throughout the year. This helps in the growth of a thick vegetation of trees. As there is no dry season, broad-leaved evergreen trees grow. These trees do not shed their leaves altogether. The closely spaced trees form a thick and broad canopy. The thick canopy does not allow sunlight to reach the ground. Thus, there is little or no undergrowth. Hardwood trees like mahogany, rosewood, and ebony are found in these forests. The next type of forest is tropical deciduous forest. Tropical deciduous forests are also called monsoon forests. These forests are found in large part of India, northern Australia, and in Central America. These regions experience seasonal changes. Trees shed their leaves in the dry season to conserve water. The hardwood trees found in these forests are sal, teak, neem, and shisham. Hardwood trees are extremely useful for making furniture, transport, and constructional materials. Tigers, lions, elephants, langurs, and monkeys are the common animals of these regions. These forests are now being destroyed to meet the increasing needs of the people. Our next type of forest is temperate evergreen forests. Temperate evergreen forests are found in the warm temperature areas along the eastern margins of the continents. The main areas are South China, southeastern USA, southeastern Brazil, east coast of South Africa, and eastern Australia. They comprise both hard and softwood trees like oak, pine, and eucalyptus. The temperate evergreen forests are the mixed forests of hard and softwood trees. The forests are dense and the timber is available. As I told you, the main trees are oak, pine, eucalyptus, walnut, camphor, etc. Coming on to temperate deciduous forest. Temperate deciduous forests are found in coastal regions having a cool temperate climate and moderate rainfall. The main forested areas are in Western Europe, Northeastern China, South Korea, Japan, Northeastern USA, Southern Chile, and New Zealand. The trees generally have thick trunks and broad leaves. The trees are mostly deciduous. They shed their leaves in the autumn season and remain leafless throughout the winter season. The main commercial tree species found are oak, ash, beech, cedar, redwood, douglas, fir, maple, and birch. Due to favorable climatic conditions for producing crops and rapid growth of population, these forests have been extensively cleared to provide land for agriculture and industry. So, now let us know about coniferous forests. Coniferous forests are found in the higher latitudes of the northern hemisphere in Eurasia, North America, and North Polar region. Such forests are also found in high altitude areas such as the Himalayas in India. These regions have an extremely cold climate. Taiga is another name for coniferous forests, which means untouched in the Russian language. They have tall, straight, and widely spaced evergreen trees. The trees are conical in shape with small, thick, and needle-shaped leaves to protect them from snow. These forests have softwood trees that are light in weight and easy to cut. Wood from such trees is used to make paper, resin, rayon, fiber, mastics, etc. Fir, pine, cedar, fir, spruce, deodar, etc. are the important trees that grow in these forests. Coniferous forests are home to animals such as silver foxes, minks, muskrats, polar bears, etc. Let's move on to the next type of forest, that is Mediterranean forests. Mediterranean forests are primarily found in areas around the Mediterranean Sea in Europe, Africa, and Asia. They are common to the west and southwest margins of continents such as Southwest Africa, Southwest Australia, and southwestern South America. These regions experience a distinct type of climate with hot, dry summer and cool, wet winter. Trees growing in these regions are evergreen with broad and waxy leaves, thick barks, and long roots to conserve water during summer. The forests are open with wide spaces between trees, shrubs, etc. Oranges, figs, olives, and grapes are grown in these regions. Areas under Mediterranean forest do not have much wildlife. Mediterranean regions are also known as orchards of the world, as 3/4 of the world's fruit come from these regions. Let us move on to the next type of forest, that is mangrove forests. Mangrove forests are found in swampy regions of deltas where the fresh water of the river mingles with saline water of the sea during high tides. Therefore, they are also known as tidal forests. Such forests are common in coastal regions of Japan, China, Australia, North America, and South America. In India, mangrove forests are found in the Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta in West Bengal, the deltas of Mahanadi and Godavari on the east coast, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In fact, such forests are found most extensively in Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta. The most common trees found here are called Sundari. Therefore, the mangrove forests in the Ganga-Brahmaputra Delta are also called the Sundarbans. Trees in mangrove forests can survive in both fresh water as Trees in mangrove forests can survive in both fresh water as well as sea water. They shed their leaves to get rid of excessive salt. Some trees have aerial roots that help them to breathe. Some have stilt roots that help keep them above water. Mangrove forests protect coastlines by preventing soil erosion. They also serve as buffers against cyclones and tsunamis, helping reducing their impact further inland. They also provide sturdy wood for making boats. Coming on to grasslands. What are grasslands? Grasslands are areas where grasses and grass-like plants are the dominant vegetation. These are seen in areas that receive moderate amount of rainfall. Grasslands can be classified as tropical or temperate. Tropical grasslands. These occur on the either side of the equator and extend till the tropics. This vegetation grows in the areas of moderate to low amount of rainfall. The grass can grow very tall, about 3 to 4 meters in height. These grasses have compact tufts and long roots that grow deep into the earth in search of water. Short trees are also found scattered across such grasslands. Savanna grasslands of Africa are of this type. Elephants, zebras, giraffes, deer, leopards are common in tropical grasslands. Moving on to temperate grasslands. Temperate grasslands occur in mid-latitudinal regions and interiors of continents where rainfall is low. They are found in Central Eurasia, North America, South Australia, South Africa, and the higher slopes of Himalayas in India. Temperate grasslands are known by different names in different regions. Pampas in Argentina, steppe in Eurasia, prairie in North America, down in Australia, and veld in South Africa. Such regions have short and nutritious grasses that require very little moisture to grow. These grasslands are suitable for grazing and farming. As a result, farming and rearing of cattle and sheep are primarily practiced in these areas. Temperate grasslands have animals such as antelopes, wild buffaloes, bisons, zebras, etc. Moving on to shrubs. Shrubs are short, woody, perennial plants. Scrubs are stunted trees or shrubs. Thorny shrubs and scrubs are common in dry areas which receive little rainfall. This vegetation can be of two types, desert vegetation and tundra vegetation. In tropical regions, deserts are located on the western margins of continent. Such areas experience poor rainfall and high temperature. Therefore, they have limited vegetation. Tundra vegetation is found in polar regions of Europe, Asia, and North America, which experience extremely cold climate with long winters and short summers. Such areas have limited vegetation, mostly mosses, lichens, and small shrubs which grow during the short summer season. Tundra region supports animals such as seals, walruses, polar bears, snow foxes, etc., which have thick fur and skins to protect them from the extreme cold. That's all in this chapter, children. Let us enjoy the quiz section now. There are some questions which are given in this quiz section. You can read the questions and find out the answers. We have also added some interesting facts for you. You can read and have fun. So thank you children for today. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay healthy.